Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having a lovely day. So today I'd like to go over a YouTube channel strike that my good friend and co-streamer Destiny got recently. It says here, "Hi Team YouTube, I've appealed a medical misinformation strike for this video, where I believe I wrongly received a strike for critiquing a Project Veritas video. Would appreciate if someone could take a deeper look at the strike. Thank you." So the misinformation would have been the thing that he was responding to, not his actual response. So he was going over something that was incorrect, saying, "Here's why I believe this to be incorrect." And then, as the people in his subreddit joked with this fake tweet, they said, "To avoid strikes like this in the future, you will need to react harder to the misinformation, pretending to be Team YouTube." But seriously, YouTube's system for this is a complete and utter effing joke, and it's something that really needs to be fixed. This is somebody who has literally made it into the New York effing Times for de-radicalizing people that have went down that rabbit hole of viewing stuff that is just full of shit. And this is something that they literally are praising, the fact that this guy managed to get pulled out of a rabbit hole by listening to an interview with somebody. I'll leave a link to it down below. The gentleman's name was, I believe, Caleb something. This is again, the reason I'm sampling a New York Times article here is because they are going to have the ideological biases that the people at YouTube that are setting up these filters have. Let's be real. And they're talking about a gentleman named Caleb Kane who started watching a bunch of stuff, went down a rabbit hole, and was pulled out of it when he started watching these debates between the people that had radicalized him and some random dude on the internet. What they don't really mention in the article is that the person that did the de-radicalization was Destiny. So he would speak with these people, he would engage with these ideas on video, he would disprove them, he would create better arguments, and as a result, people would listen to his better arguments and be de-radicalized. And that is literally the exact same content that these stupid pieces of effing shit that run YouTube are putting strikes on because they don't know how to run a platform. This is something I also went over in this video, the banning of Destiny and why I'm deleting Twitch. You have people that, again, the same type of people that are happy that Destiny's content pulls people out of a downward spiral rabbit hole are the exact same people that are then cheering when he gets banned. Well, here's the thing. If you strike all the content where he addresses what you believe to be misinformation, then who's going to actually try to fight that misinformation? Who's going to pull people out of that rabbit hole? And you motherfuckers are going to be the people to blame that run these garbage platforms when people go down those rabbit holes. You don't get to say anymore that these people who are creating misinformation or that believe misinformation or whatever the crap are the people to blame. You are to blame because when people actually go out there to argue against them and successfully do so to the point of making it to the New York effing Times, you pull their content because you suck. I am not going to get into Destiny's income or anything like that. I see how much YouTube pays me and other creators. I see how much it pays people with low CPM, and I see Destiny's view count. He's making you pricks enough money that you could have somebody combat these types of strikes or at least deal with them before they happen. I know for an effing fact that he makes you guys enough money to be able to do that, and you don't even bother to do it, which I find to be disgusting. This is something that Ian Clark talked about when it comes to censorship as well in this interview that I did with him. I'll link to it down below, or if you want to watch the version that Peter did so it actually has proper white balance, I'll link to that down below as well. He created something called Freenet, which was essentially an anonymous, decentralized, really impossible to kind of shut down method of distributing information in the early 2000s and late 90s, and he's working on a new project right now. It's a really amazing thing, and he was responsible for the Freenet white paper, which is one of the most well-known, well-cited white papers in computer science. It's really cool. And one of the things that I really liked was his response to somebody in the comments. Somebody said, "Humanity over the last 10 years has shown without a doubt that it is not responsible enough for free speech. Period." This is one thing you'll notice, by the way. When somebody has a horrible argument, they'll end it by typing punctuation and letters. And Ian says, "Who is responsible enough to be the censor?" Which I put a heart on, because true. Again, at the end of the day, who do you trust to be the censor? Who do you trust to be the censor? Would somebody have been pulled out of an extremist political rabbit hole if not for his content? The same person that these platforms are banning and striking. Whether you like him or whether you hate him, you got to admit that it doesn't matter if you're left-wing, right-wing, whatever, libertarian. This shit has gone too far. This is something I went over in this video that I did about Eli the Computer Guy. Eli the Computer Guy has gotten strikes for, I crap you not, saying the reason I am getting a COVID vaccine is because my wife is at risk since she has had cancer before. Since my wife has had cancer before, I think it makes sense that I get vaccinated and she get vaccinated to lower our chances of having a bad time with it, to lower our chances of something bad happening. That got a medical strike for misinformation. And when he appealed it, they still kept the strike for medical misinformation. The best part about this entire situation is he winds up doing another video. This just gets funnier. So he does a video talking about Django, where he says over here, I'm warming to Django. Like, you know, as in, I like the language, I'm warming to it, I'm becoming accustomed to it, it's growing on me, I like it more now than I did before. And he gets this fucking stupid bullshit on the bottom of the video. Climate change, United Nations. Context. Climate change refers to long-term shifts in temperatures and weather patterns, mainly caused by human activities, especially the burning of fossil fuels. He's talking about a program language and he says that he likes it. What the hell is wrong with you that you think that this is something that should be put on the video? This is something that all of us deal with. We all deal with the fact that there is nobody that you can actually talk to or deal with when something asininely stupid like this happens. Bring Destiny's video back. Bring Destiny's video back, or else. I'm telling you. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. I'm not forgetting what he did with Keffels and Jordan Peters. I'm not going to forget that. We're going to settle that later. But for now, we have to work together. Give him his video back. I got to cut this video short. I got to go pick up Steve from the airport. This video had better be back up before I get back here, or else. Or else. That's it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye now.